Hello and welcome back to Quill Pig Gaming, and today we're going to be playing through a demo for NIS 10 Nordics. I had to ask a friend how to pronounce this game. So, NIS 10 Nordics is a action-adventure game published by NIS America in 2024, and it's rated teen for blood, language, and violence. It's supposed to be really good. A lot of people like it, so let's check it out. Begin adventure. Yeah, start a new adventure. Let's see, easy, normal, hard, nightmare, and inferno. 1 second. Woke up a little bit early today. My alarm went off. Okay, normal. That was the default. Enable the additional footing function. Looks like no is default, so we'll hit no. Various other functions can be modified by selecting settings from the settings menu. Okay. I've never played a NIS game before.
At the moment of birth, each of us is as free as a bird, with not a single restraint tying us down. But with age come the varied shackles that bind, clipping away at our wings, feather by feather. In time, we long for a return to the freedom we once knew. But the truth is, we can return to those days whenever we so choose.
Seems like the opposite of you can never go home. It's an ornate shell. Okay, boats. Okay, that bird has a little bangle on it. Passenger liner Adamas. Like Admiral Adama.
Is this weather perfect or what? The brisk ocean breeze, the wide open sea, smells like a new journey on our horizon. I gotta say, I'm glad I took you up on your offer, Adel. Being stranded on Asteria for so long was really getting to me.
Okay, Adel. So I guess that's us.
I'm glad I asked you to come.
Same.
We're going with the default mostly
This
because I
has
don't
even
have
more
any idea
pumped
what
than
these
all
games
the
are
way
about.
Back when I first left my hometown. It's been a wild ride since then, but that doesn't make me any
A friend of mine
less
said you can
grateful
start
to you.
at this game or any
hardly
game
remember
in
the
this
last time I
series, so you
felt
don't have to
this chipper.
play any of the previous ones.
Adel, Dogi,
So I'm hoping he's right.
so this is where you two were. My, I never dared dream I'd get to see the actual ocean in person. Even now, it's difficult to believe a
You look so
vessel
happy.
this large is capable of floating upon its waves. What manner of sorcery is this?
I guess this is all one big culture shock for someone born and raised on Ys. Dr. Flair here is even giddier than me.
That I am. In my view, being on the surface instead of above it is a miracle in itself. To say nothing of the unprecedented chance it's given me to search for the original strain of Selcetin flower.
Selcetin flower. That's the name of a type of medicinal herb, right? It's native to the Great Forest on the Gallia-Hispani border or something.
Okay, they're throwing a lot of names
Indeed
at
it
us.
is. I couldn't very well rest on my
So jumping
heels
into the
after
first book in a
hearing that's
fantasy
where you
series.
two were headed. The prospect of seeing it in its natural habitat was ample reason to climb aboard.
Your get-up and go could put even Adel to shame. But be sure to mind your health, okay? At the rate you're going, you'll end up fainting in sheer bliss the second you stumble onto those flowers.
Well, frankly speaking, that scenario is all but guaranteed.
Well, we won't be arriving.
Well, the graphics look pretty good.
For a long while yet.
It's
Might as well kick back a bit and enjoy the
pretty
ride,
stylized.
don't you think?
I guess it's a cell-shaded look. Oh, okay. We're 3D. Journal help menu unlocked. Achievement new adventure unlocked. Stroll around the Adamas. Move. Everybody's got little tags above their head. Okay, so Dogi. Celceta bound. Start of a new adventure. Okay. Flare. So, okay, we can only... Oh no, we can choose. They still have faces above their head. You got a dot. Okay, so we can't talk to you, but we can listen to your dialogue. And then you turn gray. Okay. Okay, so face is an actual NPC with stuff on it. Third voyage. Hope we slipped through the cracks by now. Okay. Promalock. Pretty flat ocean. Don't see any land anywhere in the distance. Must be pretty far out. Pirates. Okay, can't go up there. What about up the other side? Captain LaSalle? Talk to the captain?
Ah, a passenger. Having a pleasant voyage, I hope? You appear to be a seasoned traveler for a boy your age.
I guess you could say that. I think we're travelers.
So my hunch was correct. This may be no surprise to you then, but we have some extraordinary sights coming up shortly.
Oh, what's that over there?
Mountains? No, wait. I think those are islands.
Attention all passengers. I am your captain, Victor LaSalle. Allow me to express my gratitude to you for sailing with us on the Adamas today. If you look to our left-hand side, you'll find Obelia Gulf, famous for its sprawling archipelago.
Obelia Gulf. The music's pretty catchy.
This current bout of clear weather lets us see the myriad patches of land, both large and small, that populate these waters. It will be quite some time yet before the ship arrives at our destination in Celceta. So until then, we invite you to bask in this scenic tapestry of blue seas and beauteous islands. Understood. Let's make haste.
It's like a tour of the Caribbean.
My word, what a magnificent sight.
Obelia Golf, huh? Sure doesn't disappoint. That reminds me, Adel. You said you were looking for a western archipelago before you came to Asteria, right? There any chance this might be... Whoa!
Whoa. Yeah.
A little close for comfort, don't you think? How's a guy supposed to take in the sights like this? Hey, Adel.
Oh, it's a Viking ship with a bunch of anchors on it.
Men, prepare to hunt.
Huh. Leader-like
Behold
figure.
thy foes with steady hearts. Fear not thy fate, for life
Oh.
and death are the
Oh,
deities
it's a boarding
to
party.
decide. Those who fall with valor
So those
shall
aren't
be
anchors,
ushered
those are gonna
into
be
their
hooks.
divine kingdom.
They're
Now,
Vikings.
shout forth
All
the
right.
name of our God.
Ruffians.
It can't be!
Pirates. Yep.
So he did hire mercenaries.
Yeah, arrows should be pretty brutal on board ship. Just don't hit him straight in the shield. Are we fighting? I get the feeling that we're fighters.
Stay behind us, Doc.
I mean,
Right. Thank you.
Oh? You another one of them mercs? Bit on the puny side, ain't he? Sure you know which way to hold that thing, little fella?
What a joke. The big lug behind him would be more worth our time.
why are you attacking the ship?
Why else do you think? Everybody's gotta make a living one way or another. Enough chit-chat. Let's make this quick.
Alright, how do we fight? Press A to perform normal attack. R to lock into enemies. Okay. Sounds good. Close. Okay, we're just spamming A. Okay. Not bad. I thought it was going to be a
Damn it all!
more of a typical RPG type fight, but that's live.
You bumbling louts! How long does it take to handle one sellsword trying to play bodyguard?
Our fault, ma'am. The kid's a lot tougher than he looks.
Oh, really?
Braid Captainess. That's a weird way to say it.
Fine then. I'll take care of him myself.
Does she have wings? Or like a cape? Okay. ZR to guard. L to perform swift movement. Okay.
Done saying your prayers? You're pretty skilled.
Uh-oh.
Whoa! Here it comes!
Okay, we got some magic.
Fuss for one small fry.
Try not to lose that red head of yours, kid!
Princess,
princess. Hmm.
I must ask that you stand down. That boy appears to be no more than a passenger.
What?
We have already apprehended the captain. Right this way.
Make sure to give her permission to leave when she goes. They love that.
So those are pirates. This is my first time encountering them in the flesh.
Actually, I hope they don't set our ship on fire.
We're in a real jam now.
If we don't have a captain.
Captain Victor LaSalle. I thought we had an agreement. There's a toll for sailing these waters. And you promised never to skip out on it again.
Hold on a moment. This is the last time, I swear. Whatever you do, just let me live.
We both already know how this goes. Any room you had to parley was forfeit the minute you put those mercenaries on your payroll.
What?
Stay your hand, boy. Those are no mere pirates. They're the Balta Sea Force.
What? Well, this is brutal. Okay. I was expecting kind of a happy-go-lucky RPG type game. Falcom. I've heard that name before. Ooh, I like this. Good music. Those ships are huge. Think about how expensive it must have been to make those. Okay, so I guess those are the Nordics? The pirates? Although wherever we are, it seems like it's pretty warm. Judging from how people are dressed. Like Spain, maybe? Eye exams? I'm guessing. Okay, so they're probably showing us a cast of characters that we're going to meet up with later. Oh, there's that shell again. Okay, where's our redheaded character? There we go. That's a good intro. I like that. Yeah, as a person who hasn't played one of these games before, the name is like a struggle. Ease 10, not YSX. Rosferi Inn. Karnak.
Woof! I'm stuffed. Guess good eats are a given when you set up town by the ocean. The stuff you get further inland just doesn't compare to fresh seafood.
That aside,
I like
it
that
would
there's
seem
voice
we're
acting,
going to
but
be stranded here for the time being.
it's weird that sometimes you have to press the button for it to continue, and
Yeah.
sometimes it just carries
I
on.
guess the Adamas was cruising through these waters illegally. Obviously, the captain already paid the ultimate price for that. But I hear they're even seizing his ship as compensation for all those unpaid tolls.
It leads me to wonder what the story is behind this Balta Sea Force. To their credit, they did let Adel loose after determining he was merely a passenger.
Doesn't make those lugs any less high and mighty, though. If they look like pirates and plunder like pirates.
Like Normans, you mean?
Like Normans.
Normans, you say?
There are lawless people from the north with incredible seafaring know-how. Word is, they've looted their way not just here, but across the entire North Sea. Raiding towns, pillaging churches, kidnapping innocents. None
Wait,
of
is
it
this
beneath a
is this
Norman.
set on Earth? Because I mean, they're using Normans, pirates, real life things there.
And the Balta Sea Force makes up just one faction among them.
Sounds like your typical pirates to me. How do they get away with it?
I was given to understand that the entire region of Glia fell under Roman imperial control.
Okay, that's a different way to spell Roman.
Rumor has it that not even the Empire would dare to defy the Sea Force. The Normans have had an iron-fisted grip on Obelia Gulf for ages now. Some say that it spares us from suffering under Roman rule, but they don't speak for everybody.
Hey, did you hear about what happened to the Adamas?
I did. Captain LaSalle was treading a dangerous line. He simply reaped what he sowed, if you ask me.
Won't argue with that. Still, it's hard not to feel for the guy. Those pirates had no right to waltz in like they owned these waters and demand a toll. Why should any of us have to play along with their made-up...
I'm guessing one of them's about to walk in.
Shush! I can sympathize, but that sort of talk is best kept to yourself.
Oh, what did I do to deserve being born in Karnak, of all places?
I see what you mean. Doesn't sound like they get the warmest reception around here.
As would be the case in any town, though this one does seem to have its fair share of hardships.
I'd say it's got a lot going for it. I'm not sure. I'm sure it's not all bad. There we go.
It does have its charms, yes. The bevy of islands we saw from the ship, for instance, were absolutely breathtaking.
Oh, yes, that's true. We locals are so used to the view that it often slips our minds.
That reminds me, Missy. These islands wouldn't happen to come with any unusual myths or lore, would they? Our little group's got a special interest in that sort of thing.
Yeah,
Is
what
that
are we
your
looking
reason
for as a group?
traveling, maybe? I can't guarantee there's anything that'll live up to your expectations, but... let's see... Aha! If it's run-of-the-mill folktales you're after, I have just the one.
Really now? Do share.
Well, legends tell of what's known as the Sea King's Throne. The throne is said to be hidden away on one of the islands here in Obelia Gulf. Supposedly, whoever finds and sits upon it will have their wishes granted.
Oh, that's some juicy stuff. How about it, Adel? This do anything for you?
We can't not look into it.
That's the spirit. We got plenty of time to kill, so what the hey?
Hold on a moment. It really is just a story.
Oh, what's the harm? Let them chase their dreams. That's what being young is all about.
Heck, Back when I was their age,
Forgive him. He's had a few ales too many, it seems. Say that throne really exists, though. What would you wish for, Rosalind?
Huh? Me? Well, for our humble little business to prosper, of course. What else?
That's a pretty small wish.
brings a tear to my eye, it does.
Renee must be proud. It's easy to see why you're Rooseveri's poster girl.
Makes me want to spend 3 days and nights drinking this tavern down to its last drop.
Okay.
And I do it all with a smile. The more they rake in the cash, the happier Rosalind gets.
How sweet!
I think you've had quite enough for one day. Our apologies for bothering you, gentlemen.
Nah, it's all good.
Like they mentioned, my name is Rosalind. I'm the daughter of the owners. The three of you are going to be lodging with us tonight, right?
It seems kind of reversed from a natural way of saying, like, my parents own the place.
If you have any issues during your stay, anything at all, just let me know.
Thanks for the hospitality.
Of course. Always happy to be of service. Well, I'd better get back to work. Relax and unwind as long as you need.
Such a capable young lady. Reminds me of Lilia back home.
By the way, Adel, I know this Sea King's throne is a big deal and all, but we got some other things to take care of first if we're
Okay, this is
sticking
a
around.
dialogue-heavy game.
The travel funds we scrounged up were only enough to get us to Salsetta.
Quite right. With that in mind, I plan to pay the local clinic a visit. Upon our arrival, I noticed a flyer that said they were recruiting medical practitioners.
Well, ain't that convenient? Doesn't really solve the issue for us two, though.
Are you youngsters in need of work?
Yeah. You got any leads?
Well, both the harbor and the town militia are hiring at the moment. The docks are always short on labor. I'm certain a brawny fellow such as yourself would be a welcome addition. And the red-haired lad is a swordsman, no? The militia's been on the hunt for temporary recruits.
No joke? That's great. Thanks for the tip.
Seems we have a few promising candidates.
Sure do. Let's get out there and follow up on them once we're done taking a load off.
Okay, so we got some tasks. Main menu and saving. Main menu is start, view stats, save, more. Okay. So, equipment. Okay, strength and break, I guess. Cotton vest. Defense, vitality, normal, attack, evasion. Okay, so to unlock whatever, it's a bangle. Need Blessed's paper scrap. We're level 3 with 157 hit points. Okay, and save? Sure. Okay. Well, there's our save map. Roam about Karnak. Switch map? No. Okay. Let's roam about. Let's head outside. Town of Karnak. Okay. Technically Roman, but officially or in action Balktha.
All right, you two. This is where we split up for now.
Indeed. I'll be heading to the local clinic. I may just take a look around town as well, seeing as we're extending our stay.
Let's aim to meet back up around dinner time then. Adel, I'm guessing you're also gonna...
Me?
What's that?
Seek me.
Adel, you good?
Yeah, Princess Zelda just said seek me. Heard a strange voice.
A voice? I didn't hear anything. Sure it wasn't just your imagination?
There's no shortage of noises out here. Perhaps you mistook one for somebody speaking to you.
Anyway, back to what I was saying. It's time to start scoping this place out. You probably plan to wander the streets a bit yourself before checking in with the militia, huh, Adel? Catch you both later, then.
Okay, how do we find the voice? L to dash. Just hold it. Yeah. It's a nice town. Wait, we saw you in the cutscenes. Okay, so we got 2 targets here. What's this? Karnak Port District. Okay, so red is just other areas.
You there, with the red hair.
Well, here's an unfamiliar face. You must be one of the passengers from the Adamas. Is everything all right? They didn't hurt you, did they?
Sorry for calling to you out of nowhere like that. We each have a child about the same age as you, so our motherly instincts kicked in.
Honestly, who do those Balta hooligans think they are?
It's funny, so like anime-wise, like with them each saying they have a kid his age, then they're probably in their 40s. But they look like they're in their 20s because they anime style.
They impose an exorbitant toll on every vessel crossing Obelia Gulf and plunder anyone who flouts it.
Some ships, like the Adamas, will try and make their way through without drawing attention. But when they're found out, they wind up like Captain LaSalle.
Why doesn't anybody fight back?
Because ships that do pay the toll get escorted to safety by the Balta Sea Force themselves. In that sense, they do their part to maintain order throughout the Gulf, which is why the Roman Empire turns a blind eye. When all is said and done, as long as we live here, those brigands' word is law.
There are far fewer instances of pillaging than before now, so we can only assume this is for the best. Still, it would be nice if our mayor could put his foot down every once in a while.
I pity the man. Having to deal with our complaints and the Sea Force's demands has him between a rock and a hard place.
Well, that's what he signed up for when he took on the job.
Completely fair.
Anyway, you just be sure to stay out of their line of fire.
Okay. We got another red mark on the map over here. Militia headquarters. Calling all youths, a career in the Karnak militia awaits you. Rates start at 600 gold per day, dependent on experience. 600 gold a day?
Huh? Wait a second. Don't tell me. You're here to sign up for... Never seen you around before, but I think we're about the same age. The name's Gren. How about you?
Okay, Gren.
Adel, huh? Man, oh man, you've just gotta enlist. We could really use a guy like you. Wait, what's with the long face?
About the pay.
Ugh. Is that a deal breaker? It did used to be slightly better for what it's worth. But the mayor slashed our budget in order to keep the militia from being overfunded. When the Balta Sea Force says jump, he asks, how high? It's pathetic enough to drive you to tears.
Let's mull this for a bit.
Man, that figures. Our commander's not in right now, so it's not like we could have gone over the nitty-gritty anyway. He should be back tomorrow, though. So maybe swing by again around noon and hear us out. Call it a hunch, but I've got a feeling you and I are gonna be fast friends. Calling all youths. A career in the Karnak militia awaits you.
Okay. Alright, what else is on the map here?
I've got to say, the quality of his Spanish leather goods is on a whole other level.
One might say the same of Obelian seafood. Rich flavors, firm to the touch. It is simply unparalleled. Rome and Hispani may be at odds right now, but I believe our transaction today has proved mutually beneficial.
To be perfectly honest, our middleman here deserves all the credit for making this deal happen.
That attire? Is he...
Well spotted. I am indeed a Norman. However, I find that being a tradesman suits me far better than waving an axe about.
That's good to know. They say Normans are first-class mariners. No doubt that expertise slots in perfectly with mercantile work.
I'm flattered to hear you say so.
It's thanks to the Balta Sea Force that we're still able to do business like this during wartime. They're the ones who make sure ships from both sides can travel these waters safely.
Not having those persnickety Roman officials around to stick their oars in has been heaven sent for us as well. I very much look forward to your continued patronage.
You and me both, pal. And let's not forget to keep our friends from the Sea Force in the loop, too.
On a separate note, Romes, the militia recently informed me that an incident has blocked the highway out of town. Correct me if I'm wrong, but don't you have an important negotiation to attend in that direction?
Well, well, word gets around fast. It's nothing I'm not aware of. In fact, I've already asked the militia for an update on the situation. Shouldn't be long before they report back.
Seek me.
Seek you on the highway out of town?
This way.
Okay, now we got directions.
Seek me.
Yeah, where's this voice coming from?
Right here. Find me.
It's coming from the shell? Okay. You genie? Lila shell. Oh. Okay. Cat dog thing. Okay, that's a weird beast. Like a smooth jackal. call it a wolf. Hmm. Oh, and it heals. Well, that's not good. Okay, we got problems.
Swordsman, can you hear me? Bestow you mana. In
It's for being granted magic. So it's a fairy in a shell? Ooh. Skills. Oh, okay, like the Viking girl did. Okay, skills. Hold R. Okay, skill points. Okay. Okay, skill. Raid slash. I think that's our only one. Costs 25 SP. How many SP do we have? Where does it say? Doesn't say how many we have. All right. Well, we got it anyway. What was up that wolf?
I'm sorry. I don't any details. My name, Leela. Who are you?
Wait, are they in the shell, or is the shell like a communication device?
Adol.
Like a cell phone?
Search Island. Come find help.
What island? Yeah.
In go.
Yeah, he's calling her. Okay, so it's like a phone.
So the shell spoke to you. How very curious. As for this mana you mentioned, can we assume it's some form of magic?
It's too early to know.
Well, of course it is. You only just got it a little while ago. That wolf you fought that just wouldn't die has me hung up too. I talked up a storm with the guys down at the docks, but none of them mentioned anything close to that.
It may well be that something is actively unfolding as we speak.
The Balta Sea Force, Mana, an undead wolf, and a girl named Leela. Doesn't seem to tie in with that Sea King's throne we heard about earlier, either. It's just mystery after mystery around here. You know what that means.
Yep, newest adventure begins.
Here I always thought adventure was something you had to seek out. But whenever you're around, Adel, it seems to find us instead. Nothing like a little intrigue to spice up a trip. Finding that girl's gonna be a tall order, though. This Gulf's got more islands than you can shake a stick at.
The first step is to gather information. You'll also be in need of a ship.
Like
I'll
charter
put my
ship,
new
or do we
job
get
down
a
at
ship?
the harbor to use and poke around for some intel.
As for myself, the Azrat Clinic has hired me on as a temporary physician. I'll see if I can't find someone in town who's willing to lend us a hand.
Sounds like a plan. Let's kick things off first thing tomorrow morning, Adel.
Okay, I'm liking the plotline so far. Two moons. Okay, not Earth. Or like a parallel Earth or something. Karnak, day 2. All right. Message log. Okay. Adventure. Prologue, chapter 1. Okay, so we finished the prologue, and chapter 1 head to Malicious HQ. Exploration. Ruffians. And Varos. That's the name of the wolf thing. Undead wolf. With tribal tattoos. Someone sent me mail. Okay. That's a lot of writing to say. I'll be waiting at the town beach. I think I'll go there and check it out. Okay, picking flowers. Yeah, let's head to the beach. Doji used to be a thief. Huh. Alright, so beach down here. Got another wolf. It's icy eyes.
Didn't think you'd show up alone. There's something I need to double check. You're probably full of questions, but I'm in no mood to.
Okay.
Just think of this as us picking up where we left off yesterday.
All right. Is that mana?
So you do know of it.
Okay, power attacks. Okay, red warning. Okay.
I won't hold back this time.
Ooh. Flat on your back. Because she kicked herself back.
Power of mana. How'd you get your hands on it?
We're kind of awesome like that.
You didn't use it back on the Adamas. I could say that much.
Okay, he told her everything. That's odd.
Mila? Never heard of her. Mana, on the other hand, is my people's concept of a formless power. Imbued in a sword, it brings forth victory. Imbued in a vessel, it grants safe passage. Only those chosen by the All-Father Har are able to wield it. Out of the Sea Force, that list starts and ends with me and my old man.
Yeah, how did you obtain it?
And just why should I tell a louse like you?
We just explained everything from our side. Come on. Reciprocate.
Blood and thunder. Grieger.
Grieger?
You fought one just yesterday, didn't you? Put a Grieger down with just any old weapon, and it'll rise back up again and again, wounds fully healed. Mana is the only thing that can slay him for good.
Okay, whoa, there's more of them.
Well, aren't...
Alright. Ooh. Okay. We found a partner. Oh, fire and ice. Oh, that's cool.
What was that just now?
Okay, duo move. ZR and then A. Huh. I want to pick up all the stuff.
What in hell did you just do to us?
Was that mana too?
It couldn't be. Nothing like this has ever happened with me and my old man. At least now I have a good grasp on what I was sent to investigate. We're finished here. So long. And what would I gain by answering them? I'm a Norman, a pirate. One false move, and you might be my next kill. Can't handle that? Then pack your bags and see yourself out of Obelia Gulf. Son of a...
Okay. She's shackled to us.
Handcuffs? Made of mana? You! What did you pull this time?
It's a buddy cop game.
Guess not. This mana doesn't seem to be coming from either of us. It's stuck tight!
Okay.
Hey, quit gawking and help! This spells trouble for us in more ways than you can count. Either we get these off, or I'm sending you back with one less hand. Got that?
I don't think we'd be the ones losing the hand.
No luck. Might well be a curse of some kind. Hate to say it, but my old man's probably the only person we can turn to at this point. Couldn't even begin to guess. mess. They call you Adol, right? We'll have to stick together for a while. Unless you fancy me lopping you off at the wrist.
I'd be happy to come with.
Huh. Nothing phases you. My name's Karja. Karja Balta.
Karja Balta.
Daughter of Grimson Balta, Jarl of the Balta Sea Force.
Hmm.
Already put two and two together, eh? Well, no time to waste. I'm off to report in at the Balta Sea Force's command post. It's over by the harbor, so don't fall behind.
Karja joined the party. Yeah, I guess so. Okay, but we still control where the party goes. Interesting. Well, that is our hour. So, my friend told me that this is like an 8 or 10 hour long demo. So we could quit any time. I think an hour is good enough. I like this game. I might be taking a look to see if it goes on sale. If I can pick up a physical for it. It's got a lot of systems in it, so it seems like it'd be kind of complex to take a while to figure out. But, I don't know, seems pretty good so far. I like the plot line. I like the characters. Music's good. Art style's good. Yeah. It's gonna be something I'll look around for. Anyway, hope you've enjoyed this demo as much as I have. If you have, please like, share, subscribe, and comment, and we will see you next time. Bye-bye.